Hey, what's up, y'all? I wanted to get in here before we started off the video with a quick message. I want to say thank you very much for the 10K subscribers. We started this channel back in 2013 in the summer, so it's a slow burn, but it's a good burn because we finally got to 10K. Thank you guys very, very much. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. What up, Ninja Nation? It's Bowman9000, aka the Trump Ninja. Welcome back to today's video. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate all you guys for watching. Like the title of the video says, we are going to be talking about the best center badges. So this build right here gets 17 shooting badges. We are talking about the glass cleaning lockdown. The build that I made, you can see on the channel where I made a video about exactly what went into this build, but at 99 overall, he gets a 73 3-ball. At 99.9, that goes up by another one, but you don't really need that to consistently hit your shot. You can fight for that 99.9, but like I said, you don't need it. So I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly what shooting badges you need to put on this guy. Some are gonna be clear, some are not gonna be not so clear. I don't want you guys to mess this up. So looking at these badges here, the first up is obvious to every single person. If you don't have this badge, you're not doing it right. I don't know what you did, but it's got to be quick draw. At first, young players, people who haven't been playing that long, they make a mistake and put this all the way to Hall of Fame. You don't need this all the way to Hall of Fame. Most of the times for most jump shots, it makes your shot so fast that in the middle of the game, it doesn't work out. If you need Hall of Fame, you could probably find a better jump shot. Probably try 38 or 98 or my custom jump shot, which is actually Dirk's custom jump shot. Yeah, so we can bring this back down to gold. Gold quick draw should be all you need. On this build, you're most likely shooting open. What I can say about this build is that you can, even in Pro-Am, absorb about a 20% contest. Somewhere around 19 to 20, you should still be able to green your shot if you know the timing. Anything beyond that, good luck. But yeah, so the next badge we're gonna put on is another obvious badge. We're gonna talk about range extender. Now this, max it all the way to Hall of Fame. This gets Hall of Fame shooting badges. We're definitely gonna use some of those. Why wouldn't you wanna extend your range as much as possible and get all the boosts therein? So yes, range extender on Hall of Fame. Quick draw on gold is what we have so far. The next up is gonna be another obvious badge. Well, obvious to some, not so obvious to others. Maybe like 70% of people already know this. Hot Zone Hunter, yes, it is a good badge. If you're playing on the park, maybe you can go without this a little bit because you don't shoot as much. The games are shorter. You play a lot more games, so your hot zones go up and down with the times pretty quick. But in Rec and Pro-Am, one game takes about 30-35 minutes. You probably hop on in a session, play about 4 or 5 of them, and that's about it. In Park, you end up playing in that same amount of time. You can play like 10 to 15 games. So Hot Zone Hunter, max it. Hall of Fame. So far, we've got Gold Quick Draw, Hall of Fame Range Extender, Hall of Fame Zone Hunter. If you don't know how to get your hot zones, go to the Rec. The Rec and Pro-Am hot zones are the same. Shoot open shots there. Make sure you hit them. And even after a couple games, they'll be there. Don't worry about it. Where you shoot from the most, your favorite spots, you'll find out soon enough what they are. So now, these next 3 badges, here's where I don't want you to mess up, okay? Don't mess up the build. Don't fumble the bag. Like I said, on this build, we have a 73 3-point shot, okay? So what I did is went over to NBA 2K Lab because I was like, man, I really want to know. Here's what we found out. So the next badge we're going to put on is catch and shoot gold. Gold and no more. You don't want anything higher than gold, and here's why. So if you're shooting in the center of your green window, the test they did is at a 73-point rating, which is actually a tad bit lower than ours, but on your way up to 99, you're gonna be starting at 69. When you get to 95, 70, 71, 72, etc. We know how to count here. So catch and shoot, they did this with a 73-point rating. If you're shooting in the center of your green window, if you stop at gold, your green percentage is 43.88. Okay, fine. Your make percentage is 54.08. So 54% of the shots that you time perfectly will go in. 43.88% of the shots you time perfectly will actually show up as green, which is important. If you really know your jump shot, you want to get green as much as you can. As much as 2K will give it to you, you want it. So stop in gold, you get 43.88. Now, if you take this build with the 73 ball up to Hall of Fame, because you're like, oh, catch and shoot. Yeah, I need catch and shoot as much as possible. Here's where you fumble the bag. At Hall of Fame, in the center of the window, your green percentage goes down by 2.25% to 41.63. So if you shoot the same amount of timing with gold and then with Hall of Fame, you actually do yourself a disservice. Do not, I repeat, do not put this on Hall of Fame on this shooting center build. 41.63 for the green window, and it does go up. The make percentage goes up, but like on this build, when your point guard hits you in the corner, you want to green the shot. So I don't like, yeah, when I hit a full white is like cool or whatever, but I want greens as much as possible. Why wouldn't you? So don't put this on Hall of Fame. If you're shooting in the early part of your green window, because they did 2 different tests, the results aren't too different. It's about the same, so not too much of a difference there. You'll be good. If you had a 93 ball, then yeah, put on a Hall of Fame. Every single badge you put on, silver, gold, Hall of Fame, will go up every time. Something about having these low 3-point ratings, they go down. When you go too high, they go down. They have a sweet spot. You gotta find it. I'm here to tell you what it is. So the next badge that we put on is corner specialist. Obviously, I said when your point guard dots you in the corner, you want to be able to hit. Now, I will tell you that this build is not stuck to the corner. I can shoot at the hash. I can shoot at the top of the key, like money. If you know your jump shot, you can do it. 70-something 3-ball is fine enough. But a lot of times you will find yourself in the corner. One of my favorite spots is like right below the hash, which is actually still in the corner. So silver corner specialist is all you need. Do not put it on gold. Do not put it on Hall of Fame unless you have, like right here I have 17 shooting badges. If you have 19 and you want to take corner specialist from silver up to Hall of Fame, no problem. But if you have 17 or if you only have 18, do not use that extra 18th badge point to put on gold corner specialist. You don't need it. It's gonna be silver. Silver is all you need. So for this test, they did it with a 75 3-point rating. That's just above what we have when we get to 99.9. So these stats should be relevant. Let's go. If you're shooting in the center of the green window, your shot speed is fine. 684 milliseconds, pretty much down the board. The green window is 47 milliseconds on silver. Your green percentage, 61%. Your make percentage, also 61%. That's at silver. At gold, you actually lose 1 second off your green window. What if you're having a game where you're hitting just inside the green window, slightly late, but it's just on the back end of the green window? You actually lose 1 millisecond going up. So yeah, you drop down to 46, and then the green percentage drops down to 60.5. You lose 0.5% of greens that you could possibly make if you time it perfectly. Same thing goes for make percentage. You actually lose 0.5. Going down to 60.5, you actually lose it. Talking about Hall of Fame, same thing, you actually go down 1 more. Green window goes down to 45 milliseconds. Your green percentage goes down another whole percent, going to 59.5%. So actually, I take back what I said about having that 19th badge point and putting on a Hall of Fame. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Silver only. Even your make percentage goes down by the same thing, another full percent, down to 59.5. So yes, gold and Hall of Fame for us shooters who don't have high 3-point ratings is not good for us. Edge of your green window shooting, it's about the same. Your green window for silver is 6.5. Your green percentage for gold is only 6%, so you lose 0.5. Even the make percentage goes down drastically if you're in the edge of the green window. If you're in silver, you're at, look at this, if you're in bronze, it's at 53.5%. your make percentage. All right. Dropping down to silver is 47%. You take off a bunch there. And then even still going up to gold, you drop down even more, another 1.5% to 45.5. So yes, gold catch and shoot and silver corner specialist is all that you need on this build. Do not go any higher, okay? Moving ahead, the last badge point we're gonna use here is Deadeye on bronze. Here's why. If you're shooting in the early part of your green window, this badge does nothing for you. You're gonna have to know your jump shot, okay? The make percentages do go up, 25, 26, 28, 29, and 30 if you do have bronze. So basically, if you have on bronze and you're shooting in the early part of your green window, you're leaving your shot making completely up to 2K. Ronnie 2K and the boys will be completely deciding your fate if you have this on any badge level, shooting on your early part of your green window. Now, for those of us that actually know our 3-point shot, if we're shooting in the center of our green window, bronze, you actually get 13% green percentage if you're contested. That late contest is what that Deadeye is for, the late contest. So there's that. 13%, your make percentage goes up to 31.8% on bronze. Now the make percentage goes up every single time, bronze, silver, gold, etc. But the green window percentage is only going up so small. At bronze 13, silver 13.2, gold 13.6, Hall of Fame 14. Do you really have that many badges to be able to protect the rim and have like 20 shooting badges to get these all the way to Hall of Fame for 1% worth of green? No, it's not worth it. Obviously, don't do it. So I'm totally fine only having this bronze Deadeye. Like I said, you can absorb about a 19 to 20% contest and still green it. Even if you hit full white, you'll still hit it if you're close. And that's about it. There's some other badges on here that would be cool to have. Deep fades if you're gonna shoot that little the post up fadeaway, but that's not what this build is about. When you're playing rec and you're playing pro-am, that's not like, if you need a bucket that bad, maybe, but are you gonna spend badge points on that? No, probably not. All right, so I've taken up enough of your time. Obviously, subscribe to the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, thanks again for 10K subscribers. We are out of here. Peace.